Good evening, my lovely viewers. Hope you're having an amazing evening. Just as you can see, I'm having a very fabulous one right now. I'm here to light up your evening with lots more related to fashion, related to style, and of course, you guys have to be pretty and styled up at the same time. For the men, you have to be handsome and styled up at the same time. Well, we do have lots of stuff for you guys. We are going to be having a comedian. You know, people who make others laugh and you crack to this and you just die down. We're gonna have a comedian, and of course we're going to be having the smash look, and of course the trends, and of course the look tip, my favorite part of the show. How about I don't say much? How about you see all that with the coming ups? Then we're gonna be right back.
Coming up next, we have the smash look with the gorge Miss EVE looking radiant at the Grammy Awards in a form of a suit outfit colored black and gold. Then that will be followed up with an interview we had with Mikhail telling us more on his career as a comedian and his point of view on the Rwandan fashion industry. From there, we shall proceed the show with the look tip, focusing on watches as a trend of fashion for men and giving you all guidance on the good types of watch that are out on market. Then end the show with the trends, taking you all at the SAG Awards.
And of course, fashionistas, how about we just start off the show with the smash look? And our smash look of this week, I thought of someone else, but I actually changed my mind because I saw that EVE made a statement when she was at the red carpet at the Grammy Awards. She looked gorgeous in a black and in a gold and black outfit, and of course it was like a type of a suit, but really beautiful. You know, she's back and better. EVE is well known in back in the days in beautiful songs, LOEV and EVE, you know, all those songs. Then she's back and she looked pretty, and we could not miss her on our smash look of this week.
And then our smash look of this week goes to the beautiful EVE. She enjoyed a stellar career in an ever-changing industry. And EVE looked sensational in a squeezed blazer on the red carpet of the Universal Music Group Grammy Awards after party on Sunday night. The 39-year-old rapper fronted her fit figure in a form of a fitting coat as she opted to leave her bra at home and bared a bit of cleavage. Born EVE Gina Jeffers on November 10, 1978, she grew up in the housing project in Philadelphia. Her parents, Juliet and Jerry, were supervisors of a publishing company and chemical plant, and split when she was 12. She lost contact with her parents. She attended the Martin Luther King School and excelled at poetry. She was also a promising singer and a regular on the junior talent show circuit. Switched her focus to the hip-hop at 13, forming a short live rap duo pronounced Egypt with her friends Jennifer Pauli. Eva is a rapper and actress, best known for the hits like What You Want, A Gangsta Love, and her Grammy-winning Let Me Blow Your Mind collabo with Gwen Stefani. She also starred in the Barbershop film.
And let's proceed our show with the interview. And our interviewee of this week is a comedian, a well-known comedian here in Rwanda. He cracks jokes and you just hold your tummy because you can't help it. And he's known by the name of Michael in English. Of course, he is here to tell us, to crack all the jokes you would want to hear, and he's here to tell us about his career, how he joined comedy, if he was really funny when he was little or it just happened. And he's here to actually tell us more on fashion. You know, Insta is a show that talks about fashion. We can't let anyone leave this place without talking about their sense of fashion. If you don't have a sense of fashion, then you do have a problem. How about we see him as our interviewee of this week? Thank you for being part of our show, Mikhail.
Thank you very much, Christelle. I am excited. You can't see it, but I'm very excited. You know, I'm always happy to have an interview with you.
So tell me about your career as a comedian. When did you think you wanted to pursue comedy as a career?
Well, I started when I was a kid. I didn't know I was a comedian, but my dad used to make me do things. You know, parents, when they get kids, my dad used to, because he's the comedian actually, he's the one that is more funny. And yeah, he used to treat me like a little toy. Every kid used to be like, you go do this, you go do that. And he would take me and be like, call your brother. Then my brother comes, like, and then he just does that. He's like, look, see? This is a future dumb brother here. Like, how do you? So he would just do that just to have fun with like, yo, guys, wait. I have dumb kids, you're gonna see. The second one, the third one, and the first time he'd made me do something. I think I talked about it in the show. While he was there, it's a bit rated. Can I say? I was a kid. I was like 3 years old, so I didn't know how to speak.
So you still remember it? You have the memory?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember few things, and then my mom reminded me what I was doing because I was asking her what was I doing in front of these guys because they were laughing. I remember standing in front of Abashitsi, and they're laughing, and I don't know why. So I'm like, Ma, what was happening? Because you guys were laughing, and my mom, she was like, your dad made you say some stuff in front of guys, which was funny because of your age. He called me, he was like, Michael, go on. Say the word I taught you. I'm like, Daddy. So I go, the other one. Mommy, the other one in relation with Mama. Mommy, and everybody laughed.
But
You
when
know,
you finished though?
I did say it because I didn't know what it meant.
Okay.
I said it, all of it, in front, and all the guys were on the floor, like how a kid this small can say ngonda kanuze nyango. Hey, and my dad was like, hey, Zureva,
That is my son.
that is my son. He was on mutwe. So yeah, I mean, but I didn't realize that I had that. I started doing theater when I got here in Rwanda. It was in 2007. No, I started in 2010, but I got here in Rwanda in 2007. In my third year of university, that's when we did a theater play called corruption, some stuff about corruption. I was with Mzee Kennedy. I don't know if you know Mazimaka, Mzee Kennedy, the dad of Arthur. So I had never met Arthur before. I only knew the dad because I was performing with him. And one day the son came to see the father, and it sounds like some Christian stuff, like the son came to see the father. Yeah, so Arthur came to see his dad, and I was performing and with one of Arthur's friends. So the three of us, we started comedy night.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's how we all started. Yeah, that was in 2010.
Can someone learn to be funny on stage?
Learn how to be funny on stage. Well, yes, there's few tricks you can tell someone, and if he's a good student and he can learn, he can also know how to do things. You know, some things, the timing, you know, the double tags and tags, technicalities of you know, vocabulary and the technicalities in it while you're on stage. But when you have it naturally, it comes like you can even find some guy who is doing some performing and some comedy naturally, like it's already in him. Like he doesn't know how he does it, it's just in him, and it's natural. He just needs to adjust some things. As he performs, he will learn, and the more he learns, the more he becomes even better.
Do you get to write your own routines?
Yeah, of course. I write my own jokes. I have 3 small books that is in that bag behind the cameraman. That if I see something, I write it. If I see something that is interesting and that might be subject to a sketch or a joke, I write it and I try it to my fellow comedians. They tell me if it's good, if it's not, if I need to work on something else, and then I do so.
Where do your crazy ideas come from?
Well, some of them are, like I said, like in everyday life, you see something and then it triggers something in your mind. Or you see, because someone can, you have to have a third eye, like they say, to analyze something. Like I saw an ad a few days ago, and people were like, oh, this is good. You're like, we pass next to it, you don't see it. But I was like, pause. It was an ad about mattresses. They're like, hey, we have this new promotion on newlywed, you know, you have these 2 new mattresses that you can get. And I'm like, so they're newlywed. They can finally get on the same mattress and you're offering them 2. Isn't that encouraging divorce? And I'm like, so that's what I was seeing in the ad. So it's something I saw and I'm like, yeah, this is funny to me, you know. Like I can maybe build something on it. So it's an idea like that you see and then you build on it.
Tell me about your sense of fashion and style and who inspires you.
Yeah, I think of what's to wear before going on stage, and the ones I look up to is my mother and my girlfriend, because they're the ones who will be mad if I don't look okay. So I want to be on the safe side. I'm not really a fashion person. I'm more of a, it has to be comfortable for me to walk on stage and do what I want to do and look good. So I like to wear like casual, like a black jean, black shirt, and that's it. Like, or something that would be different. I remember this one time I wanted to wear black, all black, but something different, another color. So I went to Tayo's and bought like a bow tie, a yellow bow tie. It was like something different. So yeah, I'm not really like a fashionista like you. I mean, look at you, eh? Already your pants and your shoes, Valentine's Day, already black and red, eh? You see, I don't have that.
Okay, fine.
I am not like that.
Fashion-wise, tell us about your point of view on the Rwandan fashion industry.
I think it is growing very fast actually, because if you look back at it like 10 years ago, it wasn't the way it was, just like comedy and other sectors. But this one is specifically growing because I see a lot of talented designers. Like, there are the ones that are known, there are some that are not even known but striving to be known, and you see the ideas behind and everything, and it's just wonderful. It's just wonderful, and it goes far, you know. And like, even lately I was checking my IG and I saw, I just remembered it because I was talking about him, like Tayo. He made a suit, nice suit, yeah, for the brother to Lupita Nyong'o. So, yeah, it was wonderful. So if it can get to that level, it means there's nothing that they can get to. They can get to anywhere with their talents, because I believe they are, all of them.
I want to know 5 facts about you that we don't know.
5 facts about me that you don't know. Okay, first one, I don't go out that much in nightclubs. Second one, I love Imizuzu. Bruh, Imizuzu is the ish. Imizuzu, of course, if you're from Burundi, yeah, to eat. If you're from Burundi, Imizuzu changwa mukeke, yeah, it's the ish. You know, it's the real stuff. No, that's okay. I said 2. Okay, 3. Oh, I can't swim. I can't swim. Now that there's a pool in front of us, I cannot swim. Even if you were to pay me for it and tell me you are going to play the role of Titanic in it, you're going to be Jack, I'll be like, bro, I'll die at the first moment of the first second of this movie. They say you're going in a boat. Where?
Okay,
Number 4, I have never visited Sengazi here in Rwanda, and now with the price as well, I think they will visit me. My show is less expensive than me coming to see them, so it's just 5K, you know, 5K or 10K. Yamanya Rwanda, they'll come and see me. Yeah. The 5th, what don't people know about me? I don't know, man.
5 things you can't live without.
5 things I can't live without. Okay, my phone, PlayStation, I'm a gamer, soccer, because I like to play and to watch soccer, my family and God. Where do I see my career in 5 years? Well, Wakanda 2. Yeah.
Your biggest fear.
My biggest fear, to play Jack in Titanic and swim. I'll die. That's probably one of, okay, swimming. It's one of my biggest fear. It's not the biggest. Okay, the biggest is to, if I'm to go like a little bit deep, my biggest fear is to not accomplish what I was meant to. Yeah.
This message to the people who are watching, your biggest fans who see you, young people, generation who want to pursue a career, comedy as a career in the future run. What message do you have for them?
My last message to the viewers, well, keep supporting comedy. We love you very much. To anyone who actually clicks once or twice, any times that you watch this video or another video that the Comedy Nights did or myself, thank you very much and God bless you. And I wish you love and health. Yeah.
And of course, let's proceed the show with the look tip. And we are focusing on watches. You know, watches are back. A guy who doesn't wear a watch, then he doesn't know what time it is. Watches have been on fashion for quite some period of time. If you have the history of fashion, a guy who keeps time is a guy who is very, very responsible, a guy who can do everything on time. And here we're going to talk about watches, the type of watches that are on fashion, and of course, you know, there's some watches you actually can match your watch with your belt and your shoes. You know, some guys are too swaggerific of which they have to match their whatever. Let me not say much. How about we just see the look tip, and you see if you have an idea of buying a watch, you're going to see what watch to buy considering what type of money you have or how much cash you have in your pocket and you want to spend on a watch. How about we see the watch as our look tip of this week?
On our look tip of this week, we're focusing on men watches. Watches are portable timepieces used to measure time and interval. Historically, watches were worn as decorative pendants on a braid in the pocket in a modern time. They are also branded accessory, more frequently worn on the wrist. At the beginning of the 18th century, watches were still considered to be primarily decorative objects because of their poor functionality. Men who could afford them typically wore pocket watches, which hung from a short chain and easily slid into a waistcoat pocket. Women's watches were traditionally more embellished and visibly worn as a pendant or on a chain by organizations and guides in Germany, France, England, and Switzerland. Investors introduced new types of spring encasement and bearing that allowed for a better accuracy and calculating temperature and position. They also replaced the key winding watch with self-winding movement. English and Swiss makers who utilized jewelry bearing and new escapement to control the rate of wheel movement were able to equip watches with a minute hand, which until then was impossible. Everyone needs a casual watch they can sleep on every single day without thinking, and that matches their everyday wardrobe. For each person, that may mean something different, and that's okay. Brands like Tommy Hilfiger, Nine West, and Nina Klein are good brands to start exploring. Casio, designed to be an important tool for active individuals, especially runners or swimmers. This type of watches features Stop Move. An activity tracker can help you monitor your steps, heart rate, calories, and so much more. Some styles even have digital screens and touch screens capabilities. Samsung and Fitbit have a good selection of innovating options for men's fitness trackers. Smartwatch. You can sync a smartwatch to your phone to embrace a hand-free way to stay connected. From telling time to getting messages, alerts, notification, and more, this style of watches is the future. Fitbit, Apple, Microco, Samsung, and Fossil are all awesome brands to look into. Well, that is all we had for you related to watches. Till next time on more on the look tip we'll be having for you.
Let's proceed the show with the trends, or should we say let's end the show with the trends. What has been happening in the fashion world? And here we are focusing on the Saga Award. What happened at the Saga Award stays at the Saga Award, and you guys have to watch what happened. We have lots, of course, red carpet, of course, who went home with a Saga Award, all that. Let me just not say much. You see the Saga Award for yourself.
The 24th Annual Screen Act Guild Award honoring the best achievements in film and television performance for the year 2017 were presented on June 21st, 2018 at the Shrimp Auditionary in Los Angeles, California. The ceremony was broadcasted on both TNT and TBS at 8 p.m. on December 4th, 2017. It was announced that the award ceremony would have its first ever host in its 24 years history, with actress Christine Bell presiding over the award show. The nominees were announced on December 13th, 2017.
Sports fashionistas, that is the show I had kept for you, only you guys, because I love you so much. And do not forget to catch up the show on Saturday at 7:30. Comment suggestion on what you want to see. Of course, go on our Facebook, and that is InStyle RTV. Go watch our show on our YouTube channel, that is subscribe, and of course the name is Kabagire Christelle. And of course, I won't forget to say a very big thank you to the Grazie Apartments for always hooking us up with a beautiful venue, and you guys who keep watching the show, the likes and everything. We love you so much. Keep watching. Bye bye till next time.